and check the time without touching your phone. Super subtle, they'll never notice. And because these devices are so personal, we want them to reflect your style. So now you can download a bunch of great third-party screens to customize the display. And that's the thing about these devices. You want them to match your lifestyle. Even if you don't check your smartphone as much as I do, you're constantly relying on it. And that means you want it to be life-proof. Now, you know what I mean. We want our phones to go everywhere with us, but water has been kryptonite for most devices. In the past, solving this problem came with trade-offs. Making it water-resistant meant adding bulk. But we didn't want to compromise, so we innovated. We reimagined what was possible. Instead of protecting the device from the outside, we thought, why not seal it from the inside? It took a lot of effort to make this work, but it worked out to be a truly elegant solution. These beauties are water-resistant, rated IP68. That means they can spend up to 30 minutes submerged in 1.5 meters of water. That's right. So now you can use your phone in places you never could before. You also told us that you didn't want to be fixed into a fixed amount of memory, and we get that. So thanks to some powerful innovation, we integrated a micro SD card slot. Thank you. It lets you expand your storage to meet your needs without compromising on design. Because we know what you know. Sometimes, when you go to visit the grandparents, they insist on seeing every picture you took of the kids all year long. I mean, every single picture. It happens. So we took storage to the next level. In fact, we took everything to the next level. That goes for the camera, too. Most smartphone cameras are optimized for daylight. I mean, that's half our lives. But what about the other half? Some of our favorite memories happen at night. We wanted to redefine the smartphone camera so that you could take a great quality picture at any time of day. So we asked ourselves, what will it take to create a camera that takes high quality pictures in low light? Why can't we build a camera unmatched in the day and unfazed in the night? The answer is we can, and we did. With Samsung's track record of relentless innovation, we knew we were up for the challenge. After all, we introduced the first mobile phone with an integrated camera way back in the 90s. And the S6 Edge that we created was the best smartphone camera in the world. DxO gave us the highest mobile score for outstanding image quality. So we started by adding a brighter lens. In fact, it has the largest aperture of any of our smartphone cameras. The larger aperture lets in more light. But even if you let in more light, you have to have bigger pixels to absorb it. Bigger pixels equals better pictures. Our competitors will agree with that. But Samsung took it to the next level. The pixels in our light-absorbing sensor are 30% larger than those in the iPhone 6s Plus. Now, let's compare the two photos taken exactly in the same environment. I see you've noticed how much brighter the one on the left is. That's the S7. It's really obvious when you take a closer look. Ours is sharp and clear. Theirs, well, I'll let you be the judge. That's what bigger pixels and a brighter lens can do. Now look, I know that was a lot, but we didn't stop there. We didn't just make the pixels bigger, we made them better. Now, how many of you have had this experience? You're trying to take a photo in low light, but by the time your camera has focused, you've missed the moment. This happens all the time in low light conditions because the autofocus doesn't work fast enough. But with the S7 and S7 Edge, we've become the first to embed professional camera technology called dual pixel into a smartphone. It works like human eyes. When you're looking at something with both eyes, they take in information independently, and then your brain combines it into a single image. But if you're only using one eye, it's harder for your brain to see depth and to focus quickly. With the S7 and S7 Edge, 100% of our pixels are used to focus, and every single one is configured with 2 eyes. Now compare that. Oh. Thank you. Compare that to the iPhone 6s Plus, and you'll see why they're so slow to focus. Less than 5% of their pixels are used this way. Now, take a look at the images above and pay special attention to the highlighted area. A kettlebell is going to drop in the foreground, and I want you to notice how much more quickly the S7 achieves focus. Are you ready? Did you see the lag in the iPhone 6s Plus? It can be the difference between catching the perfect moment and watching it go by. Let's see that one more time. With dual pixel, we've gone leaps and bounds beyond what people thought was possible. And I think you'll find it makes all the difference, especially in low light. Now, here comes my favorite new feature. It takes the wide angle experience to a whole new level. We call it motion panorama. So let's check it out. Now, usually, when you take a panorama photo, it's a static image, and it shrinks down to a thin strip on your screen. But motion panorama fills your screen. And it doesn't just capture the scene, it captures the action and the excitement and the feeling of really being there. Now let me show you what I mean. Now I wanted to take a picture, a panorama, of my living room to show my folks the new furniture I'd bought. But without motion panorama, you miss what really makes my furniture mine. Yep, that's my pup Winston. He's claiming my brand new couch is his, but motion panorama caught him in the act. So as you can see, these devices redefine the smartphone camera experience. And if you're feeling especially creative, you can get an optional cover with wide angle and fisheye lenses, so that you can really bring your pictures to life in style. You're getting what's easily the best smartphone camera on the market, and you're getting a bunch of new and creative ways to have fun with it, and to capture anything you want, anytime you want, without limitations. I'd say that's pretty impressive. Now, what's also impressive is how powerful the hardware is. Now, we know you expect powerful performance from Samsung. You expect a phone that can keep up with you, whether you're watching a video, or playing a game, or doing both at the same time. We've delivered that in the past, but I have to say, this time we've outdone ourselves. With every new generation of the Galaxy S series, we've made significant improvements in processing speed, and these phones are no exception. The S7 CPU is about 30% more powerful than its predecessor. We also added an improved GPU, which does the heavy lifting for graphics. It's about 60% more powerful than the one on the S6. And now, your phone can run fast without running hot. The S7's new cooling system is built with a technology first used in rockets and satellites. There's a tube containing a liquid that vaporizes at high temperatures and then condenses at lower temperatures, kind of like air conditioning for your phone. I mean, how cool is that? These devices are incredibly powerful, but they also require a lot of power. We know battery life is a big deal. That's why we say our phone is about to die. I mean, that's how grim it feels. With these devices, we've broken new ground we engineered batteries that were incredibly large in terms of amps, but incredibly small in terms of size. Thank you. So they fit perfectly into your slimmed-down phones while giving you the power to go the distance. In fact, with the strides we've made, you can now comfortably binge watch a whole season of Game of Thrones on one charge. But for people who like to carry around some extra juice, we have new power accessories for you. The long-lasting battery and cutting-edge processors make this the most reliable smartphone you've ever owned. And they're optimized for gamers, too. So now you can play with greater confidence. Instead of worrying about battery life or a slow refresh rate, you can focus on the game. Our latest advances in graphics set a new industry standard as well. That's because the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge are the first smartphones with Vulkan API, the next generation graphical interface, which was brought to life thanks to a partnership between Samsung, Google, and the Kronos Group. Now, every single developer is in the room nodding their heads right now, and everyone else, like me, is saying, what? I get it. If you're like me, you don't know your Vulkan from your Voldemort. I said his name. All you have to know is that Vulkan delivers a PC-quality gaming experience on a device you can hold in your hand. We've also added a few other features to address some key needs for you gamers out there. We now have a game launcher and game tools, which let you control everything from battery usage to interruptions. You can block out calls and texts so you won't be disturbed during your gameplay. And you can lock certain keys so that you don't accidentally kick yourself out of the game with a key press. It's social, too. You can record your on-screen play or use screen capture to preserve your greatest moments. And we have a Galaxy Game Pack as a special deal for you that includes over $200 of in-game currency for the biggest mobile games to kickstart your gameplay. These devices are easily the best in mobile gaming, but don't take my word for it. Our next speaker put the epic in epic games. He's been building games since the early 90s and is going to talk to you more about the quality of the gaming experience on these devices. Please help me welcome Epic Games founder and game development Hall of Famer, Tim Sweeney.
Thank you, Justin. For gaming, the Samsung